Hey guys, JHub here, and today I'm bringing you some footage of a Call of Duty that a good majority of you may have not played. I know I was one of the people who came into Call of Duty in Modern Warfare 2, whereas most of people came in later on, Black Ops 1, and so on and so forth. So COD 4 was a staple at the time, and I had gone back and played some games, and I had saved some gameplays, and I'm just going through all of those extra leftover gameplays that I never used up. And I think this is a pretty nice gameplay on Vacant, I believe it is. It might be a 4 or 5 KDR TDM where I get about a little over a third of the kills in the game. I think I get like 32 or 33 kills out of the 75 you need to win. This is back when calling the UAV was 10 points and getting a kill was, I believe, either 5 or 10 points. It was 10 points. Much simpler times where it wasn't as many points, but overall it ranked up the same way. But apparently as of late there has been, some would say a leak and then some would say a false story, that there is some information coming out about the next Call of Duty, that it's going to be, that it is codenamed Patriot or something like that, and that it's going to be in World War I era. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think it would be a good idea of taking Call of Duty back into the older areas. A lot of people have said that Modern Warfare 2, when we've had enough Modern Warfare games, and we've had Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2 and so on and so forth, that it's time we make a game that returns us back to World War I, World War II era. And I would agree with that, but here's my question. What are we going to do about kill streaks? Do perks stay the same thing? What about weapons? Most of the guns during World War I era were, I believe, semi-automatic with very few automatic weapons. If some of you may be history buffs, and go ahead and correct me down in the comment section below, but that's when I immediately think to mind is that most of the weapons were single fire or semi-automatic, and that most rifles were just that, rifles. There wasn't this variety of weaponry that you could use. So it would be nice to have the scenery of possibly World War I or World War II, but going back, how would the guns play out? How would kill streaks play out? How would we incorporate specialists again? Because I know with these themed games, you want to have weaponry and everything from that time. Like Modern Warfare 2, you have modern weapons, the ACR, the TAR, and M4A1, things like that, and it made such a good game. But if we're going back, what are we going to have to go with? Will the game even be balanced? I know dogs will probably return, mortar strike could return. I don't know if airstrikes, or definitely no UAVs, because that wouldn't make sense to have UAVs during World War I. Because, you know, the technology really wasn't around. There were scouter planes, maybe. It wouldn't function like a UAV, or it could. I don't know. I don't know how they would actually work it out if they were going back. But this also came out that the game that's coming out in 2014 is 4 Sledgehammers. That's confirmed. And that it was originally codenamed Blacksmith. So this started making me believe that possibly Treyarch's next Call of Duty may not be Black Ops 3 if this information is true, and that Blacksmith is to Sledgehammer as Patriot is to Treyarch. That's the only thing I can think of. And it would kind of make sense, because if you ended the zombie storyline in Black Ops 2, they were talking about, in Origins, they go back to World War I era, I believe. Maybe early World War II. So I could see maybe the game going back that far to try to get a decent story and then line up zombies in a fashion with the game. So I could see that. And zombies is a huge thing when it comes to Treyarch. I would like to say it's just as big as the multiplayer, if not a little bit bigger. When the game starts dying off, usually you see more people switching over to zombies and having more fun there after they've spent their time in multiplayer. I know that's what I do. But as zombies keep getting better, it seems like I play less and less online and more on zombies, just because the Easter eggs and the stories are awesome. I want to have that excitement again for Call of Duty. Like I keep mentioning to other people, when the first DLC dropped for Black Ops 1, the Ascension DLC, I was beyond excited. Like, I couldn't really sleep. I was itching to play it. I was trying to rush home from school just so I could download the DLC and play it. I want that excitement coming back. Like with Ghost, I've tried playing it a little bit more recently, and I can't play it in extended periods of time, probably 2 or 3 games, and that's about it. I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare 2, and some of you may know I've been streaming it over on Twitch. Not as many viewers will come over and watch Modern Warfare 2. I mean, sometimes it's been peaking at about a 50, which is pretty cool. Have some fun over there, and then I will switch up maybe to Black Ops 2 if I get bored. But Black Ops 2 all of a sudden has become problematic because I can't find games even though there's 100,000 people online, which makes no sense. I uninstalled the grind DLC that has Dare Rise. No, not Dare Rise, but the one zombie map that's based in China. I uninstalled that DLC, and all of a sudden it seems like connections are horrible to find and whatnot. I guess because every sniper and their brother downloaded that DLC just for grind to get clips, and if you remove that, you're basically limited to a very, very, very small pool of people. So I might have to end up reinstalling grind. I kind of just gotten sick of all the quickscoper, so I uninstalled it hoping that that would kind of get rid of them, but in turn the only way it's getting rid of them is by locking me out of the game, which is very frustrating to say the least. I'll have to wait 10-15 minutes to get into a gun game, or 10-15 minutes to get into a normal domination game, which is so crazy because it says X out of X games checking, like 43 games being checked. It'll go through the entire loop and then all of a sudden it'll just kick me out. So I'm really hoping that Sledgehammer makes a really good Call of Duty. I want that excitement back. I want that feeling of being addicted to playing COD because it is so much fun, and especially with playing with friends. I want them to succeed. I want to see a Call of Duty that just blows it out of the water, that I would want to play, that I can't wait to get home from school, to jump on my Xbox, party up with my friends, and just pub stomp, I guess you could say, and just make a good win-loss ratio and everything like that. Because Ghost, it was kind of a low because of it, and they do have COD Online out in China. Some people have gone through VPNs to play it and say it's one of the most fun things ever. And if you don't know what COD Online is, it's Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, and a little bit of Black Ops 1 all meshed together to look like Modern Warfare 2, and it plays like all those games, and it's just, I've seen a little bit of the footage, and it's amazing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and search COD Online gameplay, and yeah, it's quite nice. They have all the maps from all the older CODs, and I kind of wish that would come over here, even if all they did was port it over. It's a free-to-play type model of game, and I would just play that nonstop until, say, either the next Call of Duty comes out, or I might just play that for a long time because it looks very fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think down in the comment section below about these games. There's a good chance that tomorrow, May 1st, we will get a big hint at Sledgehammer's game. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Other than that, peace out.